Philip Seymour Hoffman.
50 Randy Quaids.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
50 Randy Quaids.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
We watch movies so you don't have to.
Welcome to 50 Randy Quaids. I am your host, Chuck Banner, and with me, my co-host as always,
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, Jay Biggs.
we got Brad Biggs coming in,
OB Biggs.
and that is, you guessed it, Jay Biggs' fucking brother.
What's up? What's up?
Biggs is just laughing, laying on the couch like George from that episode of Seinfeld.
Do we always gotta talk about Seinfeld?
Pretty much.
Alright.
I think it's a contract thing.
Seinfeld or The Counselor, Back to the Future,
Pretty much all the greats.
All great movies.
Minus
Breakfast Club.
Counselor. Counselor was terrible.
Counselor? No.
Fast and Furious.
But you know what we did watch? We watched The Gallows. And if you have any questions or comments, you can hit us up on our Facebook page, tweet us, or email us at 50randyquaids@gmail.com.
Oh God, I wish they could see your face.
But you know what they can't? But you know what they can do?
What can they do?
They can know that every school has spirit. Because that's the tagline of this fucking movie.
That's
awesome
the tagline?
movie.
That's the tagline.
I'm so glad I didn't
That's
do that before
horrible.
I watched it.
Every movie has a spirit.
Every school
Or
has its spirit.
Has its spirit. Pretty lame.
That's pretty fucking
That
stupid.
is a pretty lame tagline.
Well, this is a horror movie / thriller.
Slash
according
comedy.
to IMDb.
Slash comedy.
Well, the front beginning
50
part-
Randy
It's
Quaids
better
is
than I
giving
thought.
it a
It's
slash
better than I thought it
comedy.
was gonna be. It's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, the beginning was really funny.
Wait, hold on, stop. What did IMDb give it?
IMDb gave this movie a 4.3 out of 10 or a 21.5 Randy Quaid.
Okay.
Alright, so this movie came out in theaters on July 12th. Opening weekend made just over $10 million. Now, this movie only took $100,000 to make. I can't believe this movie made
Nice.
that much money.
Where did they spend $100,000? It was in the school the whole time.
Yeah.
There was the stage, the actors.
No special effects really.
Well,
What about
Well, a little bit,
the
but
floating guy? That's
floating
what
guy.
$100,000.
that's what I didn't like, man.
So the special effects is what they paid for, basically.
It's a horror movie. That's what they should be paying for.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but
I mean, they paid some money.
They must have put more money in their pockets, cause
Here's the thing. This movie was a almost complete ripoff of Blair Witch Project.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Blair Witch
Same
Project,
style.
I know a lot of
Yeah,
people
same.
don't like that movie, is one of my favorite movies of all
oh,
time.
it's not that. No, I like it. I like that movie, man.
So, seeing this, I was kind of like happy. I was like, cool, like, I can get behind this. It's like an old friend, you know?
So you get behind your old friends.
Yeah.
You want to find out?
Well, Jay Biggs told me, so.
No, I'm not an old friend.
You're old.
Fuck you.
Up to September 13th, this movie has grossed $22.75 million. I don't know
That's
how this
ridiculous.
movie
That's
has
also
made
what the
this money.
lottery's up to right now. Just kidding, I have no idea.
Dude, yeah, they made a killing on that movie.
They made over $22 million on this fucking movie.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't understand
We should
how.
buy a camcorder and make a movie.
Apparently, that's how.
Apparently it wouldn't be
Where
hard.
it's at.
Apparently, that's how you make the money.
Let's scrub together $100,000 for some cool special effects and buy a camcorder and be millionaires.
All right, so this movie was written and directed by Travis Cliff and Chris Loffing. And Travis Clough, oh, sorry, his name was Clough, not Cliff. He's also in this movie. And
He was a teacher.
Yeah, I believe he was the teacher, Mr. Schwadenwiederdem or something.
I don't know.
Schwadenwiederdem?
I think he was, I think he was
Is that
a teacher.
Dutch?
I think so, maybe German. But the
It's
funny
gotta be, because there's nobody else in the movie later when the doors are locked.
That's true.
So, really, there's nobody else in the movie.
The rest of the people in this movie, their real life names are also their first names in this fucking movie. Apparently these actors don't know how to go by different names than their actual real name. Fucking
Gotta make it easier, hell.
Was
right?
it Pfeiffer?
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
her name?
Gotta
Pfeiffer?
make it easier.
Like
Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Pfeiffer, but that's her first name.
Like her parents were big
Maybe.
Michelle Pfeiffer freaks? What kind of name
I
is
like
Pfeiffer?
it. No, it's because it's
Pfeiffer?
unique. It's unique.
Alright, so now we're gonna get a brief description of this fucking movie from our own Taylor Tardo.
Oh, well, me? So, One kid is in a school play. They want to sabotage the play, and they get locked in the school. The end.
That was the briefest description ever.
A high school kid gets hung and during a school play, you're accidentally or by some supernatural thing, and then it comes back and haunts later when a couple kids get stuck in there.
That's a better description. So how did you guys feel coming into this movie?
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
Depressed.
You were depressed?
Depressed.
Why were you
That's
depressed?
your expectations?
Because going into this
That's
movie,
a-
I felt depressed. Because I don't have Rock Band 4. But the movie, I wasn't expecting much. I saw the trailer. It was better than I thought going into it, though. It got better than what I gave it credit for. I didn't think it was going to be that good.
Tater, what were your expectations for the Gallows?
A quick death, probably.
I didn't even know what it was about. I didn't have any expectations.
You knew it was a horror movie that
I
made
heard-
a bunch of money.
I heard right before it that you told us the budget and how much it made, and I found out it was a horror movie, and I was pretty excited, I guess, because of that. I like low budget horror movies.
All right. I was pretty much indifferent coming into it because I knew it was a horror movie. It looked slightly interesting, but I was pretty sure it was from the same people as Paranormal Activity, and that's about it. Did you guys have any favorite scenes?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man.
Dude gets hit in the head with the football, man. That was funny, dude. That was my favorite scene, really.
So you're talking about
I like
right
the
in
comedian.
beginning.
I like how it was funny all through the beginning and shit. And like the first dude started off with the camera was the coolest dude. Killed him off too early.
I definitely agree with all of that.
Yeah, the funny
Roll the
quarterback
clip.
camera guy.
Yeah, he is.
What'd you think, Biggs?
I didn't have a favorite scene. There wasn't a scene. The camera guy was the comic relief for 20 minutes. There wasn't really a favorite scene after that.
So you liked the first 20 minutes and then you thought the rest would be suck.
Not really. But there
When
wasn't
the
a
guy
favorite
started
scene.
showing up is when it started getting bad.
We lost all the suspense then, yeah. It was like, oh, yeah, it's this guy. This guy.
Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Anytime someone died, which was 3 times.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. A chick got drug off down the hallway.
yeah, that was pretty sick. The effects before you see the guy are pretty good.
I think more people died than that because the two cops at the end, you can presume that they died.
Yeah.
I have an issue.
What is your issue?
Who was that body that he saw hanging up in a thing? We never,
Yeah.
confirmed
Yeah, they
that
never,
kill.
nothing about that.
They never
Looked up, oh, there's a body hanging there.
They never
You can
confirmed
hear
it was a
swinging,
body
but-
though either. It could
Wow.
be anything hanging up there. It could be mannequins. They never really confirmed it was a body.
Because you did
That's
see
true.
mannequins later, sort of, pieces of one.
It could have just been like the ghost
Just-
fucking with him.
Yeah, he's just
That's
supposed to
pretty
be
fucked
made.
up.
It's supposed
You
to
shouldn't do
be
that.
Charlie. And Charlie, by the way, is the dude who died.
Yeah, Charlie is
Charlie's
the
the
ghost.
name
Charlie
you do
in
not
the News
say.
Factory.
Don't say
Hold
his
on,
name.
this is the issue I had though with Charlie being. The
Oh my
killer.
god, don't say his name.
Now you're gonna get flung across the room.
When Charlie dies initially, the camera on him cuts out, and there's a loud noise like it's a ghost that kills Charlie initially.
When it's back in 1993,
The
Correct.
first killing
I assume it was accidental because the killer is
is the dude that
the dead
the dude
ghost.
that
Of,
they swapped places with or whatever because he called sick or something.
No,
Was
the
the kid's
ghost
dad.
is the guy who got hung.
yeah,
In
it's
93.
Charlie.
That's
Yeah.
Charlie.
But when in the beginning
Charlie's the
video,
one that
they
switched
show
roles. It
it
was
like,
supposed to be the fucking dad of the other kid that was supposed to play that role. So it should have been him that died.
you know what this movie
That's what
would
they
have been
found
better.
out later.
This is how this movie would have been better if it was either A, the kid's dad that was the killer, or B, the drama teacher.
It would have been way better if it just wasn't fucking ghost.
I didn't
Yeah.
like the ghost. Yeah, the ghost aspect of it, I didn't like that at all.
If it was just some
The
dude,
floating and the no legs,
fucking with
I
him?
didn't like it.
yeah, I didn't like that either. If it was just some crazy psychopath fucking with him,
Yeah, you could have had some dude dressed up in some crazy ass shit or
Yeah.
something, stalking or something with a rope. But
Well, I
and
mean,
then Scooby Doo takes off his
yeah,
mask
that
and-
apparition shit, I don't like that, man.
technically the bad guys, I guess, are Charlie, or the ghost of Charlie, Charlie's girlfriend, and then the girlfriend's daughter, who I'm guessing
Spoiler alert.
could have been the, no, she couldn't have been the daughter of Charlie, because she would have had to get knocked up right then.
Negative.
And this is what, more than...
Not a daughter.
No, she could
No,
totally.
how many
been
years
his
later is
daughter.
it? This is 1993, 2003 is 10. No, because 2013 would have been
23.
20... 20 years
20.
later. So 2015 would have been 22 years old. There's no way that she's 22 years old because high school.
No,
But so she gets knocked up later and has this daughter, and then the daughter is she trying to kill
So they made
the
it
guy's
seem
family?
in the end.
Because they even say that she
Yeah.
approaches Reese,
Yeah.
who is the son
the
of
ghost-
the original Augustus.
The dad
play.
is
Yeah.
the dude that swapped out. He was
Yeah,
supposed
he
to-
called in sick because he
Yeah.
was like, fuck this
So
place.
he originally should have been the one accidentally or whatever hung or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no, she definitely.
So she's trying to kill...
There's a couple things in the beginning that show continuity's all right. It's a little cheesy, but yeah, like you know for sure that's because I thought maybe that's not her daughter. Maybe she just went crazy because of the ghost of Charlie and is now hanging out with Charlie's girlfriend. But they did pan across her childhood pictures with her mother before they went into the room and showed her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So this movie does leave clues like that, and they did definitely. That had to have been the intention because they had those clues in the beginning, like pointing towards her. And when you look back at it, you know, she when Ryan tries to talk her into having Reese quit, she keeps saying, "No, he'll do fine. He knows all his lines, all this stuff."
Yeah, she wants him to die.
Yeah,
Because that'll be kind of the getting even for Charlie's death.
yeah.
Which, if it's truly accidental,
Yeah, then it's If it's accidental, it should have been.
then it's just
That's just being a prick.
it's just vengeance for vengeance sake. So what did you guys hate about this movie? Or what did you not like about it? Or what did you not expect to happen?
I didn't like the cliche ending. Cliche ending was stupid. I called it like,
Yeah, you did.
couple
You
minutes
called it
before
out,
came
man.
out, and I
Yeah, you
was
called
like,
it right out.
goddamn, that's it.
I was like, oh shit. Yes, that's
I
exactly
thought it
what you
was-
said. But and like I said, I don't like the ghost, man.
Yeah, and the ghost
that
was
ruined it for me.
shitty too.
It's cheesy. It made it cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100% with Ghost making it cheesy. I think ghosts are kind of a cop-out, just kind of like aliens, even though this movie kind of alluded to the fact that it was going to be a ghost haunting movie.
Well, I think like when the real quick scenes with the rope, people getting snapped away by the rope, dragged down the hallway. That shit was pretty cool.
I
But once
agree.
the ghost came in, that
That shit was really cool.
It would have been way better if they just never showed the ghost.
Yeah, or maybe that one time, laying off in
showed
the
it.
distance and you couldn't see it really. It had legs.
Yeah, at least it looked like
It
it.
had feet there, I believe.
They showed it, and it was just a letdown ever since they showed it. Biggs.
The whole movie was kind of. There's been so many shaky camera movies that it's always the same thing. We're like, oh, here it comes. We just knew. There was no surprise really, because you knew it's coming. Because there's only so many things they do with a shaky
Wait, but
camera movie.
Everybody got hit at the one where they show that thing
Well, yeah,
that might
'cause
be a person.
It's just reaction. It's
Well,
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, it's good.
But
At
you
least
still-
they got a couple of those in there. There was
I
a
don't
couple.
know. It was kind of
But
expected and kind of boring.
that's in all of them.
When Blair Witch came out, it was awesome because it was new and you
Yeah.
didn't expect it. And
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, now
And then
everybody's doing that.
now they're
you know, they do that
ruining.
movie so much where
It's like a
everybody's
genre
yeah.
now, and it's ruining the genre.
Oh yeah, they even had the girl like crying into the camera with snot hanging out her
Yeah.
nose in this. You know,
She
like
did
that is
good.
the most epic scene in Blair
Yeah.
She
Witch.
did good.
Yeah,
But that's the most epic scene that everybody remembers from Blair Witch,
They
dude.
do the
That's the
same
scene
shit
that everybody knows.
in every movie like
And everybody makes fun of, and like the fact that they just put that in there, they're either paying homage to Blair Witch or they just think we're so stupid that we're not gonna catch that. You know,
They
what I'm saying?
had to have been just playing homage to
Well,
Blair
it's
Witch.
I hope so.
Almost
I mean,
every movie that's shaky camera's got somebody crying in the camera.
Yeah.
It's just they're
It's
all the
almost
same,
like
just
they-
different story. They're
They
all
all
the same.
watch Blair Witch and go, all right, let's just change all the characters' names. Let's change the setting.
they didn't have to. They just used the actors' names. That was sweet.
That's how part of this movie was $100,000. It was just fucking laziness. But they knew that, hey, all we have to do is pump out this bullshit fucking movie and we're gonna make a shitload of fucking money off. Because we've done it 5 times already.
Lots
with
of people
Paranormal.
think that real life like camera when they record it like that on the video camera. A lot of people get into that, man. I think it's scarier because it's real. It looks more real, you know what I mean, than a movie.
Yeah.
I know like a lot of girls and stuff from like so that's why that shit makes so much money. There's a lot of people who like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just can't get into it.
I can't either, but they made a lot of fucking money out of that movie, man. They made a killing.
So is there any like best jokes, best lines that you guys really liked out of this movie? There was one thing I really liked. And that was when the camera guy is walking in, and he finds out that door into the school doesn't lock. And so he's asking two of the drama kids that are walking towards him. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, Brooke." And the girl's like, "It's Kelly."
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, hey, what's with this door? And she's like, "It's broken. Everybody knows that." Gosh. And he's all like, "Holy shit.
Man, I forgot what that camera dude did.
This is broken?"
Camera dude.
Every line the camera dude had in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, when he was
good.
doing something to himself in it.
He was just funny.
I forget
Oh,
what
what about that scene where he was jerking off? That like wasn't like.
Or he was getting ready
anything.
to or something.
Yeah.
Definitely
It had
getting
nothing to
ready.
do
That
with
was-
anything other than they were just. Like, it was funny though. Like it was
Yeah,
definitely.
'cause his mom
Yeah,
walks
his
in.
Back
mom
in his
walks in.
room,
Bob
his
walks
mom
in,
walks in.
covers himself up real fast.
He's like, "Gosh, can I have like 5 minutes?"
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's the best. Yeah, he's the best character.
He was definitely the best character.
Yeah. His girlfriend was pretty funny too.
And she was, she was
She
good.
dropped the "That's what she said."
She was,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like she was pretty funny.
She had the smart ass attitude pretty good for a little bit.
Yeah.
She was good.
Alright, so there was something else that I wrote down about when they get turned around in the school
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're walking
Yeah.
around in those halls, and Reese just takes off because he's like, "Oh shit,
Yeah, he gets separated for a minute there.
I gotta see that."
I think we all got
picture."
lost on that part. Movie kind of just.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
weird.
I actually kind of figured out. They kind of explained it later. What happened?
Well-
How
Yeah, the one guy just took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reese
he
takes
took
off with the light, and Ryan's left. He's in the back. He's got
Yeah.
no light.
But why doesn't he, when the guy is starting to run, just get up and go? I mean, they're all huddled together
Yeah.
by that TV,
There was no reason for that separation.
and the two girls follow him.
Yeah.
Fine. How does he get that turned around?
I did. Yeah, I didn't like that part.
It
Yeah.
just made no
I
sense.
mean, it got
to me.
confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, even though you say explain it later, it was confusing for a minute. You didn't even know really what was going on. Like, what the fuck does happen?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I think-
And that's the first point where you find out there's two cameras now.
Yeah.
You got the phone.
All of
and
a sudden,
the video
yeah,
camera.
there's a video camera and a phone.
Which was
Yeah.
kind of cool, but they could have eased into it a lot better than that, I
Yeah.
think.
It just wham. Whoa.
Yeah, but you always knew because it was night vision. It was the only one that was night vision.
That was
the
Every
first
there
time you
was
saw
a
the night vision.
Is that when he first
Yeah,
goes,
but he said
"Oh, night vision."
Night vision.
Yeah.
app.
Night vision.
Yeah, that's when he says
Yeah, night vision.
is
Yeah.
when you find out he's separated, then they cut to him and he has a night vision app, and that's the first time you see the cell phone camera.
But
Yeah.
then from there on out, every time it's that camera, you know it is because it's the night vision camera.
Yeah,
So it's easy to keep track of them. They could.
it is easy, but they could
did
have
kind of throw it in there, but
they could have cut that in the story a little bit smoother, so that he got separated for a reason that made more sense.
yeah.
You know, he had to get separated there.
Why is
Somehow.
Pfeiffer at the school?
Dun,
She
dun,
just shows up
dun.
because she sees his car outside.
It could be anything.
Well, I mean,
That's
come
what
on,
she
anything.
said.
Well, that's what she said.
She
It
said
could
she
be
sees his
anything.
car outside.
but she's
So,
crazy.
she was in cahoots.
She obviously goes there with her mom a lot.
yeah.
They
You
had
know
to
what
get
I'm
her in
saying?
there. Oh, you know what I always talked about here too at the ending. You know, what's
Oh.
pretty cool is the
Oh.
fucking dude's girlfriend from back in 1984, whatever, was in the audience clapping.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the
that
mom.
was cool.
Yeah,
I did
mom.
like that. I
I
didn't
like-
even catch. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I like the part.
I kind of
No, but I figured it out. Hold on,
Yeah,
I figured the whole thing
I
out
wasn't-
right now.
I mean, I did earlier, but then I forgot about it, and all of a sudden it happened, and so it was pretty cool because I forgot about it. You know what I mean?
The ghost of Charlie leaves the door unlocked so his girlfriend and her daughter can come see him.
Yeah.
You know they visit all the time. That's why the door is always unlocked. For that reason only.
Okay, I understand that, but still, I guess so. The only reason that she's there is so her and her mom are there right now visiting Charlie.
It could be.
Or she was
Or
going
it
up
could
there
be what
anyway
she said.
and saw
Or-
the car because Reese even said, "Are we okay to leave the car here?" And she says, "I saw your car here."
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
Ryan says, "I knew we should have parked somewhere else."
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, so they even kind of explain that. They kind of explain everything that goes on, which is kind of cool, but it's just kind of choppy, so you can't,
Yeah.
you know.
Kind of thrown together a little bit.
I
Yeah.
feel like they didn't really explain everything. They just kind of like glossed over some things. Like, because I kind of feel like that's glossing over.
They didn't even talk about the storyline, but showing that the doors
So, you know,
unlocked
I mean,
for
is Charlie?
at least his
Is
girlfriend.
that supposed to be the ghost of Charlie?
Yeah,
'Cause
'cause
Charlie
he's-
was a boy when that happened.
He's
and now he's a
wearing-
grown man.
That's true. That is true.
I just thought about that. That
No,
doesn't
he
make
would still
sense
be
to
a
me.
boy.
Yeah, but he was big as
But,
fuck
hey,
when
that's-
they
that
kept
was a
showing
grown
it.
Doesn't
man.
matter. He's a ghost. He could probably
I don't know,
assume
man.
whatever.
I'm doubting whether that's the ghost of Charlie or the ghost of just a hangman. And the hangman killed the kid. And it's just a ghost of the school or a ghost of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what I was picking up on because
I
of
don't
how
think-
Charlie died.
See, I don't
Yeah.
think it's
But
just.
here's
So
what
wouldn't it
takes
be a
me.
kid or something?
They
Would it be the
said
ghost of Charlie?
they
because
said
then why is the girl there all the time? The girlfriend of Charlie. I feel like
Yeah.
Charlie dying is just a brutally terrible accident, and
Yeah.
he's just pissed
I don't
off
know,
that
man.
he's stuck being the guy because he was the understudy
Well, he was supposed to be
to Reese's dad, who
You know
was
what I mean?
supposed to originally be
playing that part.
playing that part, and then he would have essentially, in theory, been the one who brutally died.
Right.
It just kind of
And he created instead of a boy, it became a.
it just kind of seems like a really thin story.
it is.
And and if the movie was better, you could get around it because it's just a horror movie. But it's a pretty shitty fucking horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody really dies.
No,
I mean,
you
like,
don't see no blood.
people die, but it's like
No
Broke
blood.
his leg.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, but
vibes.
what did you see? A brown
A blood
stain
stain?
on just through his jeans.
That was
yeah.
the best part, was when
When-
he's like taunting Charlie.
Yeah, and the
he's-
shit starts rattling and noises you hear.
Yeah, and he's climbing the ladder, and he's all like, "Well, come get me then, do something."
and
He just
flings
gets
him off.
fucking thrown off that ladder,
Yeah,
and breaks
high
his
up,
leg.
too, yeah.
He's all fucking screaming and
He was
shit.
like, a 20-foot ladder he was up on.
Yeah, he was up there.
Yeah, that was a tall ladder for sure.
And the ghost was moving things.
Yeah, the ghost been moving things the whole movie.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I guess it
That's
had
why it's
plenty- I don't
confusing to
know.
me, dude, because it was a grown man, dude.
I
So it's like it
feel-
was the ghost of just a hangman's ghost. You know what I mean?
I feel like
I think
He
that was just-
wanted to kill people.
I think that was just bad. I think it was supposed to be Charlie, but I think that they just did bad with making the ghost. Is what happened. They should have made the ghost a little boy. That would have been almost
Yeah.
creepier.
it would have been way creepier and it would have
Yeah.
been way better. But
Yeah, it's a
he
little-
wasn't
yeah.
really a little boy. In
Yeah,
the
he was. He was
videos,
a teenager.
He was the same
So
age.
they should have had him
as
just
kids
run
that were in the
wearing a
movie.
mask. That's
Yeah,
it. They
but
should have had
in
him,
the
a kid his
videos-
age wearing the mask.
in the videos, like the VHS tapes of him, it showed like the kid didn't look small.
Yeah.
No.
Like he didn't look like a small kid.
No, but
like
did you see the
he looked
size
like
of
a
this
pretty.
dude compared to other people?
Well, and that's where they made the mistake. Like the
Yeah,
ghost
exactly.
was just terribly done.
The ghost
Yeah.
was
The
was
effects
awful.
were awful. It.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean,
it's
they
a
had-
horror movie, and my favorite part was the comedian shit. In the
They had
beginning.
the
Yeah,
shadow
without a
So, you know what I mean?
like bowing with Pfeiffer. Like, come on, man. Like the whole thing, like you were talking about when they're like, "Oh, I hope they don't make them reenact like the last part
Yeah,
of the play," and then sure as fucking
Sure
shit,
enough.
they do that, and it's fucking awful. And he finally gets to kiss the girl, like, because he likes her, and that's just a sad coincidence that the guy likes her. Alright, so here we're going to get to the part where we rate the Gallows on the 50 Randy Quaid scale.
Sweet.
Now, this is 1 to 50 Randy Quaids, 1 being the worst, 50 being the best.
Alright.
IMDb gives us 21.5 Randy Quaids. We're going to start with our guest, Brad Biggs.
I'm going to say like 15 Randy Quaids, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's low.
15, 20. I wouldn't watch it again ever. I wouldn't. It ruined it for me.
Fucking ghost.
It ruined it for me, man. And then, I mean, you would never pick it for a horror movie because it's funny. It ain't nothing scary about it.
Yeah.
Corny at the end and funny at the beginning.
Alright, so White Chocolate,
What?
what is your rating of the Gallows?
The Gallows is getting like 20 Randy Quaids.
Oh man, you're below the average.
Wasn't that good?
The Biggs brothers are below the
It
average.
was super predictable, and
Yes.
it was more funny than it was scary, and I don't know how they made that much fucking money. Unless it was kind of based on a true story, and everybody in this town went and saw it like 7 times.
Oh yeah, and this entire movie is the police tapes that they were using. This whole movie is evidence, supposedly.
Supposedly.
Well, yeah.
All right, so Philip Seymour Hoffman.
All right, so I'm gonna rate this one a little bit different. I'm gonna start with 25, which is halfway. I'm gonna give it 5 points for being a low-budget horror movie. 5 points for the Blair Witch Project references.
It's negative points.
5 points for the little clues and shit that explain stuff that you really have to watch again to pick them up. Oh, I can't believe I remember so many as I do, but everything can be explained by stuff that's a movie. But I'm gonna drop it down. Where am I at? Am I like
You're
35?
at 15. Oh, yeah, 35. Wow.
No,
Yeah.
I'm at 15, so I'm at 40. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it down another 10 because of the ghost and the shitty. I give it a 30. 30 Randy Quaids.
Alright, so I'm gonna give this
30 Randy Quaids.
15 Randy Quaids.
50 Randy
Oh,
Quaids?
man.
Did you say 50 Randy Quaids?
He did.
No, I said 15.
50.
Oh, my bad. Sounded like 50.
Just like Brad Biggs, I'm giving this a 1-5 Randy Quaids. And I'll tell you
No
exactly
good.
why
No good.
it's getting 15 Randy Quaids.
Was it better than the Frankenstein vs. the Mummy?
Barely. Only reason why this movie was better was because George didn't pick it. If George picked this movie, I would have been pissed. And you know what? I would
Wait, who did pick this movie?
Biggs. I would have much rather watched
Oh.
Pay the Ghost. Which
Fuck the ghost.
I think we should
Oh
watch
my
Pay the
God.
I don't want
Ghost.
to watch any more Nick Cage movies for the rest
Oh
of my
my
life,
God.
dude.
You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter
What?
at 50 Randy Quaids. Next time on 50 Randy Quaids, episode 15, Terminator Genesis. The crew's gonna watch Terminator and watch Arnold Schwarzenegger be old as shit. Until next time, we watch movies so you
What?
don't have to. Peace out.
50 Randy Quaids is recorded at J&Juck Studios, hosted by Chuck Banner, produced by Chuck Banner and Tater Ricardo. Featured music is by Foxford Falls.